Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this July the 9th. And we have the triumphant three in here this morning. Ron Wong.
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's right.
And come on down to Bass Pro Shop at noon today.
There he goes, Guy. He's stealing your thunder.
At noon today.
I'm giving Guy a specific assignment to announce this.
We're going to do something. I'm going to let Guy tell everybody where I'm going to be.
Guy Trebo is sitting there with us this morning, and we had an event that started yesterday, Guy. And what is that event?
That is the U.S. Open Bow Fishing Championship.
It is, and they have rather unusual hours for this event. I think they're at night. This is a night event, right, Ron?
It started last night.
Yeah, it's a night event.
Started last night. They had a dinner and everything down at the
they always
Bass
have
Pro
dinners.
Shop.
Yeah.
And they let everybody go at 6 o'clock last night.
I bet you were there. No, you missed it.
Yeah, no, I was there.
I bet.
There'll be pictures coming up.
Yeah, there'll be pictures, and Guy Trebo will have them posted. Guy Trebo's sitting in this morning, our webmaster. Go to lroutdoors.com where he's updating. It's I still think we're going for that victory this year in the Southeastern Outdoor Press Association. Guys, is second place was not good enough. Third place the last time. Second place the next time. So we're going for first. And, of course, Rodney Owen is in here taking video and movies and all sorts.
He is the man.
Oh, look at him. This is the first time Ron's ever turned that way before in this room, because he knows there's a camera over there. Oh, let's bring in our mystery guest. This guy is going to talk about an area that maybe you don't think about for being a hot spot for bass, other than it just being hot right now. So the one and only, most people know him as Peanut. There you go, Rod. How about Peanut Quon on Outdoors with Larry Ray, surprise guest? Good morning, Peanut.
Good morning, Larry.
All right,
how y'all doing this morning?
I'm gonna sit down and let you and Ron talk since you never see each other.
No, it was just last night.
So yeah, I'm good.
We'll let Ron decide.
It is hard to get Peanut because he is the busiest person.
That's what
I know. Well, I mean, you can't hold him down. There's no anti-ADD medicine in the world that will help this guy.
Well, we want to surprise you because, of course, Peanut, I know that, as Ron says, you got a real life, you got a family and everything like this, but I don't know anybody that loves fishing. And, I know Ron loves fishing, but this is a guy that not only loves fishing, he puts his money where his mouth is. You got your tour. How many circuits do you have now? What do you got now?
We've got 2 trails. As a matter of fact, we're on Moon Lake as we're speaking right now.
On Moon Lake.
I haven't caught but 2 fish, and they were short. So my brother's actually kicking my butt right now. But, we're doing a tournament at Moon Lake as we speak. It's our North Mississippi Trail.
Yeah, now, Moon Lake, everybody says, well, he's up there Neil Armstrong. Come on, tell our people where Moon Lake is now,
Moon Lake is close to my hometown, which a lot of people don't know. I'm from Lula, Mississippi.
You sure are, yeah.
I get it all the time. How's an Asian guy get a southern accent? I'm from the Mississippi Delta. I don't know where Ron got his at, but
he's
from
the Delta.
He's not far from there. So.
But you got 2 trails, and you're at Moon Lake today in Mississippi, and
the water's beautiful here. The water's high a little bit. It's in the cypress, and talked to a couple other guys, and they're catching them. The fish are biting. I'm just having one of those days where they're not biting. For me, my mouth's not right, but I'm going to get there. We still got a few more hours to go, and hopefully we can get a squeeze out limit.
Well, it has a lot of cypress trees, and I know you're going to find them.
I know. You just can't wait to talk. Yeah. You guys can talk on the phone a lot, but hey, I talked to Peanut early in the week, and I put it down. Everybody else knew who you were, but I had mystery guests for Ron, so he would not get too excited, and y'all start talking about food or something else like that. But tell our listeners a little bit about this hot spot that maybe a lot of folks don't think about for catching bass right now, and tell us a little bit about it, what you were telling me the other day.
All right, Larry. We have one of our trails is a tri-state trail, and we try to do 2 tournaments in Arkansas, 2 in Tennessee, and 2 in Mississippi. So we cater to the guys around the tri-state area.
Yeah.
And for Tennessee, I love Pickwick too, but it's a long drive for the Arkansas guys. Mississippi guys don't mind it, so we decided Let's get something close.
Yeah.
And McKellar
right
Lake,
here in
downtown Memphis. Let's go. And I tell you, we had it scheduled this year, and with the spill and everything, they had it closed off, and we had to reschedule it. Well, a week ago Saturday, we had our makeup tournament there.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. We had 16 boats that came out, and everybody caught fish. And we had 15 limits weighed in. But
15 out of 17 boats.
That's awesome.
At McKellar Lake.
McKellar. And I tell you, the guys that won, Vic there, Bill Jones, they came in. They go, "You're not gonna believe this. We boated 102 bass today."
Did you hear that, folks? 102 bass.
Yeah.
2 bass. And the cost
McKellar Lake.
Lou and Chris Cosper, so they quit counting at 90. So everybody we talked to was catching 50-plus bass down there. They're small, though. They're between 8 inches to 3 pounds.
Okay.
But they are catching them. And I tell you, my brother fished it with my son because I was doing a fishing rodeo somewhere else.
Yeah.
But they said they went through 4 bags of brush hogs, and they caught 60-plus. But these fish, Larry, are eating the flying carp. They're eating the flying carp. They're 4 inches thick, you know.
Really?
We had a guy weigh in 5 fish that were barely 12 inches, and I measured them. They were that close. I had to measure them, and they were just over 12 inches, and it weighed 8.5 pounds.
Oh,
These
come
fish
on.
were 1.5 pounds plus on a 12-inch fish. I kid you not. We had a 14-inch fish that weighed 2.5 pounds.
I mean, this is, again, we're talking to Peanut Quon of PeanutCraft Lures, our good friend that has probably given away more fishing lures than anybody I know. He threw in that fishing rodeo. But talking about McKellar Lake, that's right, folks. You get up, and I've fished down there, and I've had a chance when it's right, and you think McKellar Lake, and you think, oh, no. We're not talking about going down there and eating a gourmet meal the next night here. I mean, but these fish are pretty fresh, aren't they? They
are. The water's beautiful down there, and it's so far. I talked to guys from the state, and I talked to TWRA guys a lot also, and they said that water is after the spill and everything, it's good. The water is good right now down there.
Okay.
Still, I wouldn't eat the fish out there. They still got the warnings for that, but those fish are healthy.
Well, and that's what I wanted, because when he mentioned that, folks, and it's the ramp is open, the water is unbelievable. Chance, if you want to take a kid, maybe to teach him how to bass fish and things like that, and you're not out in the big river, and you have a chance to let them catch some fish, and Ron will agree with that. Catching fish is the main thing. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, wherever you might be, if you don't think of McKellar Lake, you know, I didn't, and I talked to Peanut, and I know Peanut, you just mentioned about being in Lula, Mississippi, but now your lures, I mean, you're still cranking them out, so to speak. Maybe that may not be the right word.
It usually slows down around April, May, but I tell you, this year it's been still ongoing with all the rain. We've got the fish are still turned on, so it's
okay.
We need it. You know, I've got kids in college, so I need all the help.
Here he goes. He's asking for money now. He's asking for money.
He kind of sounds like Larry Ray.
Yeah, I think I saw him down there at the boat ramp, McKellar, with a sign. You know, kids in college. You know, help me. But
let me tell you also, the ramp's been redone down there. So if people haven't been down there in a while, the city went down there and repaved it. Huh. As a matter of fact, we were loading and unloading 6 boats at a time the other day. The whole ramp's been redone. There's not potholes that you drop off into, and the ramp's amazing down there.
Wow.
And,
all right.
We are actually going to do a big bass tournament the 16th down there. I don't know if folks are familiar with the big bass format, but it pays like every hour starting at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we had the Arkansas had the big one last weekend. Yeah, and I'm sure are you giving away $50,000 to the winner like the one in Arkansas?
Not quite. The prize money's going to be decent, but not that much.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea. So that's going to be a week from today on the 16th of July?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how do they find out about fishing this thing, and how do they find out about your trail?
We have a website, PeanutCraft Lure Tournament Trail. It's a long one.
That's all right.
But, the big bass thing just kind of came about after last weekend's everybody catching fish. So it's not on the site, but Danny Carter, the tournament director, his contact number's on there. My contact number's on there, and if they want to call us, we'll give them details. about what we've done. We usually do 1 or 2 every year, kind of for the guys on the trail.
That's a good deal. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Everybody wins. Everybody's going to get something. If they don't cut a check, we got something for everybody.
Well, that's the way it is. And mystery guest, we may start doing this on all of Ron Wong's shows. We'll bring in somebody, the mystery guest. This is kind of cool. That we surprise Ron.
Good. Good.
Hey, we couldn't get Kevin Van Dam, so we got Peanut Lures. What? Peanut Quon. I'm sorry, Kevin Van Dam was a little bit busy. Same thing. Yeah,
they're both busy.
They're the legend right here. All right, buddy. Thank you,
Larry. I feel privileged you included me in the same sentence with Kevin Van Dam. So, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we don't know what we don't know what your initials are other than PC. We see that enough and everything. So, anyway, tell your family hello. Thank you, man. We'll stay in touch. Remember, next Saturday, July the 16th, McKellar Lake, you got a chance. You want to fish an hourly tournament. This is really fun where you bring that fish in, catch a lot of fish, bring in your biggest fish, and have a good time at McKellar Lake, where he can say they can put in 6 boats at a time.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's those aren't kayaks, were they? Okay.
They were 20-foot bass.
Okay, just want to make sure you're not in the kayak. You don't have. This man has more. I don't know. What do you? I'm just amazed we can get him for 10 minutes here. So on Saturday morning, go back catching fish at Moon Lake. Okay, buddy. We'll talk to you.
Thank you. Y'all take care.
All right. Bye.
Have a good one.
All right, mystery guest. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Let's do that, Greg. We'll start doing this for Wong's second Saturday, unless he has something that he really needs, and we got to take it out. But. Mystery guest was on it. And everybody else knew who it was, Ron, but you. So I didn't want you to think
that's okay.
That's okay. All right, let's take a break, come back, and we're talking fishing. Got Guy Trebo in here. We're going to talk about the website because I'll match it up with anything going on right now. If you want to know outdoor news, it's on Outdoors with Larry Ray's website, lroutdoors.com. Rodney Owens taking video, and we're going to try to post this on lroutdoors.com.
Right.
If the camera's batteries are working and everything, and doesn't get it caught up in his beard. And then, of course, Ron Wong's in the studio. Be right back.
You can find out